Dictatorial Grimoire was written by Ayumi Kano, the writer and illustrator for the side stories of Haruhi Suzumiya and Tales of the Abyss. She published its first chapter on June 15, 2011, and the series ended on August 11, 2012. So we finally have a manga that discusses the grim fairy tales on a more dark yet exciting nature. What's not to like? Let's just get to it, shall we? Normally I wouldn't do this, but the only reason why I put story and characters in the same category for this time is because actually these two go along hand in hand, and I can't really discuss one thing without mentioning the other. The tale of Dictatorial Grimoire tells about an orphaned high school student named Otogi Grimm, who apparently is a descendant of the Grimm brothers, the same ones who wrote the fairy tales such as Snow White, Hansel and Gretel, Cinderella, etc. One day, Otogi discovers an old book, but by doing this, he's attacked by a demon. Who comes in to save him is the one and only fairy tale heroine, Cinderella, who's actually a guy for some odd reason. Cinderella swears to protect Otogi after he learns that his ancestors made an agreement with the demons to exchange their descendants for the stories to be published. That brings back so many memories. Like that manga my sister used to read all the time. Basically, Otogi is CL Phantom Hive, Cinderella is Sebastian, Otogi's classmates are like the servants, only used to add the comedic imagery, and Snow White is Grell in a nutshell. It's Black Butler, but with grim fairy tales smashed into it. Look, I'll admit, I don't even like Black Butler, but I can easily admit that this manga is a ripoff. It tries to do what Black Butler does, but it fails twice as bad. The other major problem with this series is the tone. Just the tone. All the series moments when Otogi has to face the demons to either save himself or his friends, those are done well. The battle scenes are not exactly bloody, but you know some shots can hurt just by looking at them. However, when the series tries to be funny and comedic, thus the rejected waifu and the gay for senpai characters come in, the jokes are not even that funny. What always happens is the girl is trying to confess her love to senpai, while the other guy is basically cock-blocking every single attempt, but the main character shoots him down because he's too cool over the energetic spirit. There's no substance until we get to the main parts of the story. The manga would have been better if it only stuck to one tone for the genre, and for the dramatic part, that's where it succeeds. However, to sum it up, it's just Black Butler and fairy tales clothing. It's a shoujo manga, so you expect the style to be meant more towards girls than guys, though it doesn't have any limits for the reader's demographic. The way the characters are styled are clean and pretty well done, especially when it comes to designing the Grimm characters. My favorite character design has to be Snow White, no doubt. I just love his outfit so much. However, what really disappointed me was how Kano really didn't create anything special. What I mean is that for the fighting scenes, if she really wanted to go all out, she really could have made the series gorier than it actually was. She could have shown us how dire the situations were, but with every scene, with probably the exception of the end, that Otogi has to fight for himself or his friends, it's more focused on the partnership between him and Cinderella rather than the fight itself. Not that the relationship with the sidekick is a bad thing, but the story definitely has a problem with what's more important when it comes to the circumstances. Don't get me wrong here. The art is pretty to look at, but I think I'd be more than generous, which I don't want to be in this matter, if I said that the artwork was this manga's saving grace. Overall, if you're looking for a manga about demons at its best, please read Black Butler instead. Basically, like I said, this manga is just a ripoff in Grimm's clothing. We've seen this concept done to death, and Dictatorial Grimoire delivers nothing new to the table. If you want to know what it's like because you're a Brothers Grimm fan, I'll just warn you that you'd be better off reading the Land of Stories series. If I had to score this manga from 1 to 10, I'd give this series a I'm gonna go with a 4. Though the art and the introduction to the plot are interesting, the presentation lacks substance for sure, and without spoiling what happens in the last volume, the ending is a real letdown. Let's just say that the ending took everything you learned in the past 2 volumes and tossed it in the garbage chute, as if to say, you don't know what you just saw, this is what's really happening. And if you're into the storytelling of books and TV like I am, you know how much that angers people to have their story twisted like you're the idiot. As far as I'm concerned, this manga is a real mess, and you'd be happier not to be reading this, unlike I did. Well, that's my review of the Dictatorial Grimoire series. If you liked this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and also give the video a like somewhere down here. I'm sure it's this row. I'm still not used to the YouTube format yet. And also, if you also want to check me out, go see my other videos up on my profile page or on the sidebar here somewhere. They're probably there. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on your computer. I know I've been super busy lately, and the little lyric video I posted last night was just a reminder to tell y'all that I'm still alive. The finals period is over, and I'm gonna be spending Christmas here for a bit. So I hope I can get out more videos in this time period before I head back. Well, that's it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye!